Aquarius, I like aquamarine for you. What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I have some more intellectual conversation. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Aquarius, I feel like you are going out of the norm of what traditionally entertains you. Wow, when I split the deck, you got the Four of Cups. Look how bored they are. Okay? You're doing something that's authentic. Okay? With the Lovers. That means true to yourself. So you end up going, like, for example, if you're used to, like, going to sporting events, you're switching it up. You're going to, like, those big monster truck events where they just, like, they go around the dirt trail, they race, and they be flipping up and going over all them hills and flipping over all that kind of stuff. I feel like you meet a Leo there. But you don't expect to. You're just entertaining yourself. So what's the overall energy? You're creating new ways of entertainment. I feel like you're seducing yourself. Not there to seduce nobody. But you're going to end up being seduced by somebody you meet. You got the Queen of Swords too. Yeah, man. I'm tired of Cabbage War. I'm going to paint my life in prettier colors. That's more authentic. Yeah. Or it could be a Gemini. You may meet there. But this is all air energy. Okay? Boredom is a nightmare for you. All right. Let's see. What happened? What fleshed out according to this moon cycle? Like, you got infant, magical child. I think you're tapping into your inner child and getting more creative. Right? Right. Do I have these upside down? Yeah. I think you're going to meet the person you don't even consider marriage, but you're going to marry this person. The answers, more Gemini energy. The answers you need are coming. And what's on the bottom? It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Fire energy. All right. As an independent person and who's lighthearted and likes to keep it lighthearted, you are a person who believes I can create a way or create a lane to get what I want. Very innovative energy. I can change the world as long as I change the canvas and change the colors and how this canvas is initially painted. I feel like you have like that Uranus. You're ruled by Uranus, so you're all about radical change. Now, your Uranus can either be in Aquarius and or Scorpio. Not even Scorpio, but like Aquarius. It could be. Or Sag. Right? Like, that was the religion of yesterday. Now I'm getting to something that's more authentically true today. Try not to compare your life or situation to those of others. You know, when faced with new things or people, just say, interesting. You know, keep your mind open. Keep your mind open and keep it awake. Don't feel inferior. All of the possibilities are as open to you as they are of others. So that's what I got for the answers you need are coming. And for it's time to take action, you're finding clues to help you get nearer to your dreams. You know, remember, the best clues are often disguised. So what can I find today? We'll see. I feel like you switching up where you hang out at, who you talk to, everything is radically changed for you. And that's going to help you. You're looking for new inspiration. So even if you could be a recording artist or some kind of artist with the painter here, the Queen of Swords, the painter here, I feel like you could be somebody who had the type of work that you do. You could be like a recording artist or a painter or a chef or something that requires a lot of creativity, but you like, it has to tailor you. It has to be authentically you. But you know what I'm getting with these moon cycles that has recycled out? Nobody's on the mundane path anymore. I feel like a lot of different people are changing. What is the most courageous thing I've done? How did it make me feel? And what does being mean to me? Obviously, it means that being bored is a nightmare to you because you don't want to do that. All right. So let me see. What's some of your strengths? It's like if I knew 20 surahs yesterday from the Holy Quran, I'm about to see how I can get to 40 today, 41 today. Even if they short surahs, I still need to know them all, kind of thing. That's the type of gusto is what I'm picking up on. Leap, you go first. That's like my Fool's card. You know, the universe, or in this case, God will catch you. And on this part is like your soul family. I told you. This correlates with you're going to meet somebody that's just like you, that thinks along the lines like you, and that's going to be all she wrote. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Told you. It's like everybody's going on some kind of spiritual retreat, even if it's not in the mountains per se. Like, but everybody's doing something to spiritually sharpen up, wake up, do better. A lot of these readings are like, I'm trying to get to what it means to be better, do better, how to figure out what that means. But at least this is balanced energy, like feminine, masculine energy, or air and fire energy, Gemini, Aries energy. Garden of Time. I think you feel like this took long enough. I done took long enough. The perfect stranger. Yep. But I feel like y'all don't feel like strangers to each other. I just feel that way. I feel like it could be the perfect stranger in technical, like in physical terms, because you've never met this person before. But it's very interesting to have met who you're going to meet going to an event you normally don't go to. So the most courageous thing you've ever done was go home with a stranger. And when I say go home, it's like go spiritually, allow yourself to spiritually connect and mentally connect, emotionally connect, like this person checks off all the boxes for you. And you're allowing it. Totem of Air. Yeah, this is like my Knight of Swords. Somebody who's witty, the game master, somebody who's sharp. You dig what I'm saying? Somebody who met you. Like y'all twirl around in the air together. It kind of looks like this, right? See how they like twirling around in the air together. You take the first leap. And what's on the bottom? Soulmates. Yeah. Female soul, like this, you come with a lot of bravery, a lot of heart, a lot of creativity, a lot of mastermind, a lot of standing up for people. A lot of passion, very passionate. And I get that with the moon in Aries. It's time to take action. Like you give a damn. And then it's like you're somebody who's so loyal and fixed. It's like once you help somebody out the mud, if you feel like you need to separate, it's time to change course. I'm changing course. But I feel like you change course in a way where you end up meeting your soulmate, your soul family. Yeah. There's no tarot cards here. There's no crying in baseball here. All right, let's see. Aquarius. Let's learn more. The answers you need are coming about what is the most courageous thing? How did it make you feel? Well, how I see it's a lot of sword energy here. It's like it opens up. It's the key to my heart space. It's to mentally titillate me. That's how you get to my heart space. That's how I feel like it made it. That's how it makes you feel. Two of Wands. Yeah, you change course. It's like whatever you used to do is like that's no more. It was boring. The most courageous thing you've ever done is change course from what you've been doing. Page of Wands. That's the beginning of something. You hit it off with somebody with this conversation. It's like childlike energy too. It's like the youth is not wasted on the young. This requires a lot of heart to take action with something like that. And how did it make you feel? Real giddy, like a child, like somebody who's very excited. Like your heart space is open with this person. That is a soulmate card too. Oh, this gives me the color purple vibes when she reconnected with her sister at the end. Oh, that's so sweet. And it has dolphins in there. Yeah. And I think this person recharged all your sexual energy. Because your mind is like recharging a battery. You dig what I'm saying? 10 of Cups. Recharging a battery, and then now it's sharp again. Justice. You may marry this person, or y'all share each other's enthusiasm with balancing right from wrong, distinguishing the difference between right is right and wrong is wrong. You don't have to sit in a mundane situation that, oh, this is convenient for my children, or this is convenient for me for whatever I need at the moment. But what does being mean to you? You and this person is going to have a long talk for days, like just conversing with each other for days, weeks, months. Like that friendship is there. Like y'all are it for each other. Yeah. And you're going to take action on it. Once you get the answer, like once you go to this foreign place, the space that you've never been before, just to get some new inspiration, you got it. Compared to what these cards say in this reading. It's like you closed the night out on a handsome note, as they say. The Emperor, somebody who's an action taker. You took action, you took charge. Release the burdens. Yeah, I can't be with somebody who doesn't share my passion for distinguishing the difference between right and wrong. For example, it's like, yeah, you shouldn't sit in a relationship where the sex doesn't work for you, but you love that person. Then almost doesn't count. You have to make a decision. And being there for somebody, as you know, through thick and thin, matters to you, but being there for yourself to be able, you know, is more relevant. I can't be there for you if I'm not emotionally fulfilled. So that gets all misconstrued with people because they have ulterior motives. They're manipulative for what they want. Yeah, there's no... You and this person, this new person, place, and thing, it's a lot. It's a lot that comes with this new person, place, or thing with the Emperor and the Fool card. And that Aries energy is taking action. You like match their gusto for life. Let's start over. Yeah, let's start over. We may live in Spain right now. Let's go to Cuba. Let's go to Cuba. Why not? Let's see what we could do there. Oh, I didn't mean to shuffle the cards. I meant to, what's the Fool card represent? The King of Wands. Take action. A lot of wands here. A lot of wands. A lot of passion. All right. It's like you look at this King of Wands and you see how they're intensely looking at their eye on the prize. It's like, I'm glad I came here. I'm glad I've met you. Fancy meeting you here and fancy keeping you in my life. And it's good for business because it's awakened that sexual energy. It's like reigniting that chakra, that sacral chakra energy, that creative energy, that card of fertility without fundamentally getting somebody pregnant, but just birthing new experiences, new ideas, you know, just walking into what you passionately believe you're worthy of having and you're not afraid to go get it. That's what happened. You put those wands down, those burdens down. Because what's tradition for you, meaning whoever the past, whatever you're leaving behind, the person, place, or thing, whatever is fancy for them has nothing to do with you. Okay? You're a walking money machine. You're a lover, great friend by your damn self. You don't need anybody else. But that's not fun to not connect with nobody else or be with somebody and you feel like it's a waste of space or waste of person because that person deserves for somebody to be with somebody who's more aligned with how they think and feel. It's like they could be more emotional, like a water sign, could be very different from you, and you rather be with somebody who shares your way of doing, your psyche. Your mentalities are set up very different. And you walked off from that to go, and you didn't walk off to meet someone else, but you ended up walking into the best thing of your life that could ever happen for you in life. So, Six of Pentacles is reciprocity and respect. I'm able to give just like I'm able to receive. Okay. And what's on the bottom is the Knight of Swords. Yes, like the game master, the one that's quick on their feet. Knight of Swords is here twice. So that's both of y'all. You both give good love. And your love language is based off of what I can educate you about. How I can teach you how to tap into your most authentic self, your sharper self, not somebody who gets defensive and emotional like, well, what is that supposed to mean? Well, you don't think the most of me, you're trying to change me. That's not your person talking to you like they crazy. Like, you're not listening. You get in your feelings, you're not even listening to the logic of what I'm saying. I'm not trying to change anything. I always like to evolve. I'm a person who evolves quick. My mind has to constantly be stimulated. So for you to operate from your heart space and me operate from my mind space, to get to my heart is to stimulate my mental. And that it also trickles down to that sexual energy, that sacral chakra energy. We can, if I can climax, if I can have mind-blowing sex with you, imagine what we could do in business with the Fool card, the Emperor, the King of Wands, the Knight of Swords. Like, if you sharp like that, and the Ten of Cups, that's ultimate fulfillment. It's not just about your heart space. There's more to a human being than just your heart space. It is your spirit. What about your mind? You know, how is all that's not even, ironically, you may operate from your heart space, and I may love you for being you, but you don't get nothing out of the sex if I'm not there with you. You know that. You're just comfortable because I've been here holding your hand. You know, that's kind of thing where you know you can depend on me, but it's not quite right because you're not emotionally fulfilled because I don't operate emotionally like you. So I don't do nothing like you and you don't do nothing like me. So we're just here. So that's what being means to me. Well, that's what I don't like about what being means. Hold on. So Aquarius, sometimes eccentricities is like a broad interpretation. It's like it was eccentric for you to be with somebody who's hardwired a lot different from you, but they don't fundamentally match what's eccentric about you, your authenticity. Like, you probably will do really well with an earth or fire sign better than you can do well with a particular water sign. It's not all of them, it's just some of them. You dig what I'm saying? Like the perfect stranger to me under the solar feminine is like constantly evolving. It's like who you was yesterday is not who you were today. Okay? And operating in that space of strengthening all your muscles, not like your Kegel muscles, for example, because that's the one thing you're fixated on. There's a subconscious that comes with that. I'm just hypothetically speaking. Or just fixated on your arm strength, your upper body strength. You operate all muscles. It's more than just being physically strong. Spiritually strong as well as mentally strong. That means something to you. And you need to be you're being called to go with somebody whose reciprocity is there, that mutual respect is there, even though everybody's uniquely different. But that reciprocity, that mutual respect is there about what you stand on and how you feel and what you believe. And it shouldn't insult your partner if they truly respect you. And now you're learning the difference about, I love you, but don't respect you. I'm more into my feelings about you than I am about my honor for you. My honor is based off of how I feel about you, based off of my fears and insecurities. And it drowned you out, like it smothered you. Like you couldn't get off like that. So needless to say, it sounded like you just stopped bullshitting around and just did something different and it worked out for you. Or tried things a different way. And when I split the deck, the Queen of Wands is the Hermit. You dig what I'm saying? Somebody who goes within, who seeks that innate wisdom. Because you already got the King of Wands here. And now the Queen of Wands is here. Somebody who shares your passion for everything, for justice, for understanding the difference between right and wrong. What that means on so many different levels. And the Hermit card is seeking wisdom. The Hermit card is actually the Emperor in reverse. You dig what I'm saying? When the Emperor is out of whack emotionally, he goes in Hermit mode. He retreats. And that's what you end up doing. You making a move like that is just you retreating to get back on your throne. There we go again. Virgo, Aquarius energy, Virgo. And that Queen of Wands still trying to peek out. It's like somebody, okay, Aquarius, you could have overlooked a Virgo because at the time they may have been a little more sensitive, a little bit more emotional about things, but that was because they were understanding where they were learning where they still needed to grow. Now you're realizing that leaving off that person to go with somebody who's a big bowl of water without no logic is like, at least this person is grounded. You realize all this person's different strengths. If it's somebody with Virgo in their chart or is a Virgo, you dig what I'm saying? And you're starting to appreciate that person being that soul tribe for you. Maybe you run back into that person, maybe you don't, or you meet somebody who's similar in being practical, logical, like a good balance of being practical, passionate, logical, emotional. You know, somebody who's all four, who has that versatility about themselves. That's what you get into. Somebody who's different. All right, Aquarius, I'm proud of you. And let's talk about the Lovers. What you get? Let's see. What else about the Lovers, which is a lot about authenticity. I cater to the authentic side of the Lovers, then I cater to the multiple partner side of it. Because men love women regardless of I don't know, they just love women. A lot of men are attracted to a lot of different women. For a lot of different reasons. Correction, I stopped myself. Did something flip over? It took off fast. The Eight of Wands is a big yes. And it's something about that person's on a bike too. So it goes back to what I said in the beginning about you going, like, if you're a person who's a sports fanatic, instead of going to basketball games, this particular time you go to those not Kentucky Derby, but that could be something different than what you typically do, but still a sporting event, like those big Tonka trucks that be flipping over them hills and stuff like that. It's funny because it goes back to that with the bike on there. Like, you meet somebody who is on the same type time as you. You dig what I'm saying? The Six of Wands is in reverse. That means feelings of inadequacy is what you were feeling with the Six of Wands in reverse. You're not notorious for feeling inadequate. So that's why it's like people seeing you in that energy is like, that's so not your character. Are you doing okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you sure you're with the right person? Like, they're drowning you out a little bit, or putting the fire out a little bit. But there you go. That Pentacles. Practical. Stable. Health-wise. Mentally, you weren't stimulated. But when you made this move, if it put the passion out, the sex isn't there. The sex wasn't good. Because the mentality wasn't there. Just the heart space. This ain't somebody who's overly emotional like you. So this is you nursing yourself back to health. To get back to that stability. You did what you had to do to maintain stability. Doing something different. Embarking on a new adventures. Like, you take what you don't like and turn it into something successful with that King of Pentacles. And if your partner feel defeated, you can't understand that, then you're just not meant to be that close. You're meant to be friends, but not that close, because what you're not going to do is allow somebody to misuse and abuse you mentally, verbally, because they're overly emotional or just emotionally out of whack. And that's bad for you. They're not learning where they still need to grow. That's what I think you're surviving, or have survived, or will survive in the near future. Aquarius, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.